Good morning, it's Stacey Holt from Real Estate Excellence. I've been blogging, emailing my mailing list and posting this morning, particularly about the RTRA Act review. I want to take a few moments of your time. I've reached out to Channel 7, 9, 10, ABC and the Courier Mail in the hope that we can get a balanced other side of the story in relation to this review. Part of my blogging, emails and social media this morning is on a personal note. I've dedicated over 25 or almost 25 years of my life to this great real estate industry, and it is unprecedented in my view as to what's happened over the last few months in Queensland. The government have been spruiking that the biggest tenancy reform in 40 years. Well, the Residential Tenancies Act began in 95, the Rental Bond Act in 89. The Residential Tenancy Rooming Accommodation Act in 2009. There's a lot of false information being said out there by government and being passed on by journalists. I welcome journalists to contact me for a balanced approach in relation to the current legislation in Queensland and tenants' rights, plus the National Choice Review with the tenant bodies, where 1,067 people in Australia were surveyed, and now we're hearing all these ridiculous statistics and horrifying facts about repairs. Well, when you read the report, there's a bit more to it. I think it's flawed. I don't think it's balanced. The review in Queensland is of utmost concern. We're not getting a say from the lessor and real estate point of view. And one of the reasons for this short video now for you. QCAT, the tribunal in Queensland, is already in some areas facing up to 4-month delays for non-urgent applications for disputes. What is going to happen if what we're hearing and seeing and reading is going to be the future of tenancy law in Queensland? We're in a very dangerous potentially situation. I don't want to be dramatic and put fear where fear is not needed. No matter what happens, we'll deal with it. But at the same time, the real estate industry and landlords and lessors in Queensland have to stand up and have their say. I found out overnight by accident by reviewing the government website that they're still taking submissions now. Up until the 21st of December. So the actual review ended formally on the 30th of November. But then I find out by accident they're still taking written submissions up until the 21st of December. I haven't seen any information or emails that the government have sent out on this to let all sector and part of the industry know. As part of the review, we had to give our email addresses, and I've not yet received any emails from the government, and I signed up on the first day when the review began. So please have your say. Please let your landlords know. I welcome any journalists and media to contact me for a really balanced, reasonable approach in relation to the other side of the story. What's being said is not balanced, it's not fair, and there's another side to the story. The tenants are protected in Queensland by a lot of legislation currently. I'm not going to dispute there's need for a review, but I am going to dispute heavily that what is being canvassed, said by government, is true. It's not true. The without grounds provision, the removal potentially of the 2 months notice without ground, is utterly unbelievable. Where are the lessor rights? And the tenants are protected. There is clear legislation that tenants can make urgent application to QCAT if they feel that a notice to leave without ground is retaliatory and more. So I know Tenants Queensland with respect say, well, that requires an action of the tenant. Well, there's not that many tenants and the statistics are flawed, and I again refer to the Choice report that was put together by Choice and tenant bodies with 1,067 tenants in Australia. So please get on board, keep informed. Again, the world won't end. We'll deal with it, but we need to see in government and media a more balanced approach. This is Stacey Holt from Real Estate Excellence. You can find me at my website, Real Estate Excellence. I welcome any contact from media. Thank you and bye for now.